All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. This, of course, would be your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. And of course, guys, I am here with another live stream, guys. Y'all knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. I don't have to tell y'all what this video is about. I don't have to give y'all a preface to this video. I don't have to give you a soft touch. Y'all know I was coming to bring the fire. Straight up. Y'all know I was coming to bring the fire after this fight. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's roll. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. What's popping, y'all? What's crack-a-lacking in the land of delay? I'm here. I just got off work. I'm off tomorrow. in other words, in other words, I got time today. In so many words, I can say I got time today. I got time for the bullshit today. Man, these live streams, man, these live streams, they come. It's just such a great. It's just a great idea. Like I love coming on the live stream. I get to interact with y'all straight up. I get to see the comments coming in live. I get to see what y'all are saying live. Like I just love it. Let me see here. Let me look at this thing here, man. Let me see what's going on here in the No Filter MMA land of the lay. Let me see here. Let me check and see. I gotta get this thing. Y'all know I gotta share the video once it goes live. I gotta tweet it out. WMMA UFC 28. Y'all gotta do this. I gotta put it out there. Okay. It's out. The tweet is out. The tweet is out. Tweet is out. So we can get some folk up in this piece. Get this chat rolling. Get this thing going. Because we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. We had two dominant fly. Y'all listen. Anybody that watches this channel, y'all know that I am obsessed with the flyweight division. Like everybody knows that I'm obsessed with this flyweight division, and we have two dominant stoppages in this flyweight division in one night. We had two dominant stoppages. So we got two. What we seen Saturday night are two hungry fighters. We seen two super hungry fighters that went out here to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? We got two girls that went out here and wanted to make a statement for the rest of the division. I get, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I feel like as far as credibility, as far as like which win should we put in the pocket a little bit more, I would have to say the Montana De La Rosa win, not because I'm biased. Mm-mm. It's because of who Montana De La Rosa fought. As far as Manon Fiorot, she hadn't really fought anyone to make you say, okay. I kind of feel like like Manon Fiorot is in the same boat as like Diana Afsaragova over in Bellator. Like Afsaragova came in and knocked out Tara Graf like that, and that just sent shockwaves through the WMMA community when the highlights of that fight came out. I mean, I did a 5-minute post fight video on that, and it got 13,000 views, guys. It got 13,000 views. My post fight, y'all know I do post fights. I come on and do a post fight like right after the fight is over with, and literally it was literally, guys, it had 13,000 views. 13,000 views for people wanting to hear about that fight. Now, of course, some of those people thought that it was video. It was video of the fight. There was no video of the fight. But, anyways, I feel like Manon Fiorot is kind of in that same boat as Diana Afsaragova. She knocked off Tara Graf. Tara Graf is tough, but Tara Graf ain't the most skilled flyweight over at Bellator. You know what I'm saying? Like Tara Graf is super tough, you know what I'm saying? But she ain't the most skilled. And the same can be said for the two girls that Manon Fiorot faced. Like Manon Fiorot was put there to be beaten by Victoria Leonardo. Victoria came off of the Contender Series. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Victoria Leonardo had a lot of hype behind her, especially coming out of Invicta. And then she's put in front of Manon Fiorot. Manon Fiorot was supposed to be a mark for Victoria Leonardo, and that was not anywhere close as to what we saw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she just completely dominated Victoria Leonardo without question. There was no question in the dominance there. And then you got this fight here with Tabitha Ricci, you know what I'm saying? And Tabitha Ricci is a strawweight who hasn't even fought in the UFC yet. Like, she's from LFA. Like, I get it, but she should have been in there with, like, Tabitha Ricci should have been in there with Corey McKenna or Kay Hansen or Gian Frey or, you know, Brianna Van Buren whenever she decides to, return from giving birth. She should have been in there with Emily Whitmire or, somebody like that. Like Tabitha Ricci should not have been in there with um with Manon Fiorot, and I felt like it was kind of a mismatch. You kind of get those mismatch vibes when you hear that it's a strawweight. Um, when you hear that, somebody is coming up from a weight class below to challenge somebody above, you know what I'm saying? And it's their like she had two strikes against her already. For one, she is a strawweight coming up to flyweight. And Manon Fiorot looked like a bantamweight coming down the flyweight. You know what I'm saying? Like Manon Fiorot is very big. Like look how bad she looked on the scale. Like Manon Fiorot looked tired. She looked drained. She looked weak. Like she looked like she had a tough weight cut before this fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but look at Manon's body. Like, look at Manon's stature. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a intimidating big woman to be fighting at 125 pounds. I would even give her the size advantage. She might be right there with Katlyn Chookagian, but it seems like it's a little easier for Chookagian to make the weight than Manon Fiorot because Chookagian ain't never really looked bad. Katlyn Chookagian ain't never really looked bad on the scale. You know what I'm saying? Like you see Katlyn Chookagian and she's just, makeup on, just as happy as she could be. You know what I'm saying? Like Manon Fiorot, she looked like death in that octagon. I mean, on that stage, she looked like death on that stage. I mean, on that scale. I was like, whoa, like look at Manon Fiorot, like. But anyways, and then the third strike. I mean, the second strike was um just well, for one, that was it, the size difference. Then for two, um the second strike, I mean, it was the kind of like I don't want to say it because I'm putting my foot in my mouth. It was short notice. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a short notice type thing. Marina Moroz was out, um, and so Tabitha Ricci steps in for Marina Moroz um, to fight Manon Fiorot, and I feel like Marina Moroz was a little more of a competitive matchup than Tabitha Ricci, just because style wise, I'm like, oof, like Tabitha Ricci ain't never fought in the UFC. Like she's not a high level striker. Like she's not anywhere close. She's not even going to have the size and the strength to take Manon Fiorot down. Like, of course, when you hear Tabitha Ricci and you do research on Tabitha Ricci, you straight up know that she's a fighter that um, likes to take girls to the ground. She has a dominant ground game. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, what about the size though? Like, is she gonna have the strength to take Manon Fiorot down? Like, is she gonna be able to get Manon Fiorot down? Can she close is she fast enough and strong enough to close the distance and wrap up Manon Fiorot? And the answer to that was no. The answer to that was no. She was not. She wasn't anywhere close to the size. Nowhere close. And Manon just did an excellent job of just side kicking and keeping Tabitha Ricci at bay. I think Tabitha Ricci might have had like the right game plan coming in. Like she wanted to how to take down behind her strikes. Like she wanted to, um, you know what I'm saying? Like she wanted to make this fight competitive. She wanted to close the distance she wanted to close the distance on Manon Fiorot. She wanted to put Fiorot on her back, show Fiorot's ground game, and pick up that big win, that upset at 125 pounds. I get Tabitha Ricci. Like I get what she was planning and what she was trying to do here. Like I totally get it. I get what Tabitha Ricci wanted to do. I get why she took this fight. You know what I'm saying? I get why Tabitha Ricci said, I don't care who it is. If it's at 125 pounds, I don't care. Let's go. But, and that's to be said for any fighter outside of the UFC. When they get that call, you know what I'm saying? When they get that call from the UFC, they want that. Like, they want that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're fighting for. A lot of them want to be in the UFC. Now, a lot of people over at Bellator, they don't really care to be in the UFC. Some of them don't. You know what I'm saying? But other ones, people in like LFA and stuff like that, they want to fight in the UFC. That's the premier. That's the premier organization. That's the front runner. It is what it is with that. But I feel like the UFC could have done a much better job of finding an opponent for uh, Manon Fiorot. I do feel like they could have done a little bit better of a job finding an opponent for Manon Fiorot. I feel like they didn't really put the effort in. They just called Victoria Leonardo and knew that they called Tabitha Ricci and knew that Tabitha Ricci would say yes. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was that type of thing. Let me see here. Let me see here, guys. Let me put this here. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm back. I feel like the UFC could have done a better job. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's girl, like, where's Maria Agapova? Like, where's Agapova? We ain't seen Agapova since Shauna Dobson beat her ass. You know, like, Shauna done fought and got kicked out of the UFC since she done fought, lost, and been kicked out of the UFC, and we still ain't seen Maria Agapova. Like, has anyone seen Maria Agapova? Like, if y'all have seen Maria Agapova, please let me know. Like, somebody please let me know that they've seen Maria Agapova, because she is MIA at this point. They could have got Maria Agapova. Hell, they even could have called back Shauna Dobson. They could have called Shauna and said, Shauna, will you take this fight with Manon Fiorot? You know what I'm saying? They did it to Betch Correa. They did it to Tatu Ivasa. Cut him and then gave him another fight, gave him another opportunity to prove themselves. They could have gave Shauna the fight. They could have called, instead of calling Priscilla Cachoeira to fight Alexis Davis at 135, they could have called Cachoeira. Cachoeira would have done it. Why didn't you get Courtney Casey in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wasn't Courtney Casey available? You know? Like, where's Diana Belbita? Well, she might still be out from when Leanna Jojua snapped her arm. Like, she still might be dealing with that. I don't know about her. Uh, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Jojua broke her arm, so she might still be dealing with that. But where was the rest of these flyweights, man? Like, where are these smaller flyweights like Jillian Robertson? Why didn't they call Jillian Robertson to take the fight? You know, why didn't they call Jillian Robertson? Any what I'm trying to say, guys, is that the UFC could have put her in there with somebody who would have done a better job than what Tabitha Ricci did, because Tabitha Ricci was no match for Manon Fiorot, and it showed right away in that fight. It showed right away that she was no matchup for Manon Fiorot. Like, and we knew that. Listen, Combo Breaker 99, Coach Shelton Harrison, Robert Henry, WMMA scene now. You know what I'm saying? Combo Breaker 99. Like, we all knew, Bloody Canvas, all of us, we knew that that was not a matchup that was suitable for Tabitha Ricci. We knew as soon as we heard the name Tabitha Ricci, we didn't even, half of us didn't even know who Tabitha Ricci was. I'm guilty of that myself. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I heard the name, it didn't matter who she was. Like, when I heard the name, I was like, this don't sound good at all. Like, this just doesn't sound good at all. Tabitha Ricci don't even sound good when you're talking about a short notice fight against Manon Fiorot. Like, that name just don't even sound like they ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't sound. It just, they could have given so many girls this fight. You know what I'm saying? They could have given, like, I mean, anybody, if of credibility, could have taken this fight. Not Zapatella. What's the Invicta girl Karina Rodriguez would have taken this fight? Where was Karina Rodriguez? Somebody please tell me, where was Karina Rodriguez when this fight fell through? You know what I'm saying? Like, where was Karina Rodriguez when this fight fell through? That's what I'm talking about. Those are the type of opponents that I could have seen. They know, the UFC knows what type of fighter that Manon Fiorot is. They know what type of fighter she is. Why not put somebody in there who can make that fight exciting, who can test Manon Fiorot? Like, what? I guess I'm guessing what I'm not understanding, guys. I'm not understanding the matchmaking. I get that Marina Moroz pulled out, but you could have found a better opponent and maybe, like, let them fight at a catch weight of like 130. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have put a bantamweight in there with Manon Fiorot. Like, I mean, another flyweight that didn't have to cut short notice. Let them cut to 130 pounds. You could have put another flyweight. You could have let Priscilla Cachoeira take that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have let Ji Young Kim. Is Ji Young Kim still in the UFC? Does anybody? Where is Ji Young Kim at? Like, I mean, guys, like, I don't know why these fighters are popping in my head, but where the hell is Ji Young Kim, and where the hell is Maria Agapova. Let me look at Ji Young Kim. She's still in the UFC. Ji Young Kim, big waterhead, is still in the UFC. Now let's see where Maria Agapova. Let me see if Ji Young Kim has a fight book. Where's her Tapology at? Let's go. I mean, where was Ji Young Kim? Okay, she's fighting Molly McCann. Okay, so she's fighting Molly McCann. So she has a fight book. Okay, let's look at Maria Agapova. I'm sure Agapova. Let's see if Maria Agapova had a fight booked. Ain't no way Agapova had a fight book. No, she doesn't have a fight book. Her last fight was August of 2020. Where's Maria Agapova, guys? Why couldn't Maria Agapova take this fight against Robert Henry says that was an octagon execution. That was a fatality in the octagon, bro. Like absolutely. That was a fatality in the octagon. I mean, that ain't make no sense as to why they put that girl in there. Like I just I heard Combo Breaker 99 talk about it. And I'm just like, yeah, man, like I just feel like they could have done a much better job. They could have done a much better job of finding somebody. Let's see. Um, Let me see, man. Everybody keep tagging me and stuff. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at stuff. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Uh-oh. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Uh-oh. People be distracting me, man. I'm telling you. Uh-oh. See, this is why I can't multitask. This is why I can't do more than one thing at once, man. Because I'm telling you, like, I get so distracted. All right. See, this is why people need to leave me alone while I'm doing videos. I'm telling you, I apologize, but this is why I need to be left alone. I do not need people bothering me while I'm doing videos. I mean, it's just that simple. Like, leave me alone. Hold on. Jeez. Let's see. All right, I'm done. So back to the video. Back to the important stuff, y'all. I apologize. I mean, people wait till I get on and start. How would a rematch between De La Rosa and Andrea Lee go right now? See, now that's interesting, Robert Henry. That's pretty interesting. How a rematch between De La Rosa and see, De La Rosa is saying that she struggled with confidence. Like, she struggled with confidence in previous fights. Like, she wasn't as confident. Like, she said she felt scared, and she said before the Viviane Araújo fight that she never felt comfortable on the feet. You know, before the fight with before the fight with Viviane Araújo, Montana said that she didn't feel as comfortable on the feet. You know what I'm saying? But she said going into that fight that she felt really comfortable on the feet. That she felt, good. She felt confident. She felt ready to strike. She wasn't intimidated by Viviane Araújo, and she showed that in that fight. Like, she straight up showed that she wasn't backing down from Viviane Araújo in that fight. Like, Montana was in there the whole time, going toe to toe with Viviane Araújo. Montana De La Rosa is a dog, man. She's a dog. You know what I'm saying? And then things didn't go her way in the fight with Maida Bueno Silva. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get why Montana was so upset about why that fight, because I felt like she won the fight. She had multiple takedowns. She had the cleaner, more effective strikes. The only part of that fight that Maida Bueno Silva was winning was the clinch. That was it. That was the only part of that fight that Bueno Silva was really winning, was the clinch exchanges. She didn't do anything else in that fight dominantly. She did not dominantly out. She barely even hit Montana at distance, at range. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not where Maida Bueno Silva's strikes got off at. Her strikes got off in the clinch, and it was Montana clinching up, putting up against the cage, dragging her to the ground. It was Montana De La Rosa doing that. It was Montana De La Rosa picking off Maida Bueno Silva at range. That's what it was. That's really what it was. You know what I'm saying? Montana was the one picking Bueno Silva off at range. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, man, smash that like button for sure. So in a fight with KGB, when that fight that they were in was that close, now I feel like De La Rosa has a little more confidence in her stand up. I feel like she has way more confidence in her stand up now than she did leading into that fight. Leading into that fight with KGB, and then that was before the nose got fixed. So the nose got busted up pretty bad in that fight because I mean that slowed her down significantly because they both KGB just got bad cardio, period. You know what I'm saying? But Montana De La Rosa doesn't have bad cardio, but that nose, those jabs that she ate from KGB, that shit slowed her down. You could see it in the second round. Montana had slowed down significantly in that fight. So she wasn't able to really lock up much. And when she almost got that submission in round three, she couldn't hold it because she was dog tired. Like, they were both tired. Like, De La Rosa and KG. Listen, a rematch would be something. I think that I would want to see that. And it's all, you can kind of almost make that fight again. judging where they are right now in the division. Because I guarantee you, come Tuesday, Montana will be number 15. I guarantee you, I'm willing to put everything on it. Come tomorrow, Montana will be number 15 in the rankings. Like, I'm just pretty sure she will. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty confident that she'll be number 15 come tomorrow. So, um, you can kind of make that rematch happen. I wouldn't be mad at that rematch. I would love to see that fight again. I would love to see Montana go out there and get that dub against Andrea Lee. Montana can beat Andrea Lee. Like, there's no doubt. Like, listen, Jillian Robertson. A lot of people were picking Jillian Robertson to beat KGB. I mean, yeah, to beat KGB. Like, I think that KGB is very beatable. You know what I'm saying? Like, and da- dangerous fights for KGB are against either De La Rosa or Robertson or Furiat or Jojua. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of dangerous fights outside of the top 15 for KGB stylistic wise. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Manon Furiat would piece KGB up at distance because KGB almost likes to be in a boxing range. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you ain't getting that close to KGB for sure. I mean, you ain't getting that close to Manon Furiat for sure. Like, and if you think you are, then you crazy. Like, not to throw no strikes. So, maybe she could though, or even I'm down for Antonina Shevchenko. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Antonina Shevchenko would be a problem, for stylistically against Manon Furiat, but um, KGB, man, I would love to see any KGB versus any of them. Manon, Joshua, De La Rosa, or rebook that fight with Jillian Robertson. I think that's a good fight that they need to rebook. I think they need to go ahead and rebook that fight. That's a good fight because I think Robertson can get KGB on up out of them rankings. Like, if Jillian Robertson can come in and finish Andrea Lee, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a huge win for Jillian Robertson. You know, let's look at these comments. Robert Henry says, I say it's a 50-50 fight if it happened tomorrow, but I'm leaning towards Montana if it stays on the ground mostly. Also, Lee tends to cave to pressure and gives up more when she's in trouble. Yeah, like, like Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy put that pressure on KGB. Like, straight up. Like, Lauren Murphy put that pressure on KGB. Like, if you're a pressure fighter, that's kind of a problem for KGB. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you put pressure on KGB, like, she can fold a little bit. If you allow KGB to lead, then she gonna get them strikes off. See, like, Montana got a bad habit of getting on her back foot when girls, like, in a fight. Like, she likes to circle a lot when she fights, but that translates into being on her back foot. You know what I'm saying? I think Montana don't need to be on her back foot, man. Like, that's one thing. Like, if she come forward, Montana can land some big strikes on these girls, man, just like she did. Now look at how Montana looked when she came forward on Maida Bueno Silva. Look at the success that Montana had. Look how much better, look how much cleaner her strikes got off on Maida Bueno Silva when she was coming forward versus how they were getting off on um, Viviane Araujo. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was landing clean shots, don't get me wrong, but she would have landed harder shots. Her shots would have had more power behind them if she had been moving forward the same way she did against Bueno Silva. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Montana comes forward and throw those long strikes, like, Montana turns her hip and extends all the way out, man, on her punches. Like, straight shots down the middle are no problem. Those are money for Montana De La Rosa. Straight shots down the pipe, starting leading with a jab, those are, those are money for Montana De La Rosa. And she lands them a lot. She lands those shots coming when she throws that jab, she throws that 1-2. Those are money shots for De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? Especially in that fight with Maida Bueno Silva. So, and in this fight with Lipsky, you know what I'm saying? Like, right away, but Lipsky is a different, like, Lipsky is a powerful knockout artist, though. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of get Montana's patience, but man, how patient was. Listen, guys, I'm gonna say it. I said it last night on on uh on Combo Breaker 99's podcast. Montana De La Rosa looked like a damn fighter out there. She looked like a damn fighter out there Saturday night. I'm just being straight up real. I'm just being straight up honest. Like Montana De La Rosa looked like a damn fighter out there. You know what I'm saying? Like she was patient. She was calculated. She didn't fold under pressure. When she got hit, when Lipsky cracked her in the second round coming out, you didn't see Montana De La Rosa panic. You didn't see her panic at all. She got her feet like she was wobbled there for a second. But what did she do? She became very mobile. She became very mobile, and she put her dukes up. That's what she did. She became mobile, and she put her dukes up, and she got that takedown. She put her guard up. She protected her face, and then she got that damn takedown. So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen a lot of improvements in Montana's positioning over submission. She didn't chase the submission. You know what I'm saying? She worked Lipsky. She wore Lipsky down on the ground. She implemented the ground and pound every chance that she had. And when the ground and pound started to add up, she went in for the kill and she got the kill. See, that's that kill switch that Alexa Grasso needs. That kill switch that Montana. Now, can we? Are we going to argue that Montana doesn't have that kill switch? I'm telling you, Montana De La Rosa is a damn finisher, and these girls better beware of Montana De La Rosa, because if she gets you in a vulnerable position, she's gonna try to finish you. You know, she's gonna try to she's gonna go for the finish. You got to be worried about the finish at all times in a fight with Montana De La Rosa. I mean, you got to be You got to beware of the finish, because she can finish you at any moment. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the fight goes to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And Montana being heavy and being heavier than a lot of the girls at 125 pounds, she put you on your back. You got a problem. You got a problem. And Lipsky was trying to, you know what I'm saying, turn her hips and create some space. I seen what Lipsky was doing. And her takedown defense looked a lot better, especially in the first takedown in round one that De La Rosa chased. Lipsky defended that takedown. Like Montana turned on that takedown twice. She had to turn 3 times, and because 2 out of the 3 turns, Lipsky blocked him. Lipsky defended that takedown for everything she had in that first round. You know what I'm saying? And that was better because usually you see Lipsky go straight back. You see when girls go in for Lipsky, there's really usually no resistance. You know what I'm saying? And she did try to fight off Montana on that takedown attempt, but there was just no stopping. That's what I'm saying, guys. The level of wrestler that Montana De La Rosa is, it's gonna be, when she comes out blasting those takedowns like that, man, it's gonna be hard for anybody to stop that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be hard for anybody to stop that. KGB is the only person that was able to stop that from happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, KGB stopped Montana every time. Like, every time Montana took her down, KGB got right back up. Like, she's like the only person that De La Rosa hadn't been able to hold down like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be hard for these girls to stop De La Rosa from taking them down. You know what I'm saying? I feel like De La Rosa gonna get a pretty big important fight next. I feel like they're like, okay, man, like Montana's been through like she's been in the division, she's in the division. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's been here, she's taken 2 losses since being in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? She went to that draw. You know what I'm saying? But she's won. She's won a lot of fights. Let's throw her a bone. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the UFC. I straight up, I do feel like the UFC will throw her a bone. Throw her a bone. I think Montana deserves a bone. You know what I mean? This is how many fights in the UFC now? Like, and they still hadn't let her get past the level. She's always been on this level. You know what I'm saying? They hadn't really, they have given her opportunities to move up, and she lost those fights, but she needs more opportunity, I think. Let's see. Lipsky needs to work on nothing but ground game for her next camp. I saw how she could lose this fight against De La Rosa, but other girls will try to impose their will. Yeah, Maeda whooped Montana. Nah, she didn't whoop Montana, bro. I don't know. She landed those hard significant shots in the clinch, but that was it. At range, Maida Brano Silva was not landing on De La Rosa. The only lands that Brano Silva got in this fight was in the clinch. It was in the clinch, and then I think she landed a head kick on De La Rosa one time, and that was it. That was it. Who? Abdul. Because she was getting. Why did she look like an alien after the fight? Because she was getting kneed in the face. That's why. She was getting kneed in the face. When that fight was at range, Abdul Diop, who was landing the cleaner, more effective strikes? I'm gonna ask you that. I'm gonna let you answer that, Abdul. When the fight was at range, who was landing the cleaner, more effective strikes? Robert Henry, answer that question. I noticed that Lipsky stopped a few takedowns, but she still needs to level up more. She may need to work on her cardio as well. And Lipsky got a few things to work on, man. Abdul, did Abdul? So that doesn't matter. It only matters what Maida Bueno Silva did. Oh, okay. It only matters. That's like everybody saying that. That's also like everybody saying that. Uh, 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 Juliana Velasquez busted up Ilima-Lei Macfarlane in that fight. That's like the same thing. Like that's the same thing as people saying, "Oh, she busted up Ilima-Lei in that fight." No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She when Ilima-Lei came forward, I'll tell you how Ilima-Lei what caused blood from Ilima-Lei Macfarlane in that fight. Juliana Velasquez's two fingers, she had her fingers out when Ilima-Lei came forward. Two of her fingers went up Ilima-Lei's nose. Blood starts streaming down Ilima-Lei's face. Streaming out of her nose. Then when Ilima-Lei took Velasquez down, her head scraped against the side of the cage and slit her open on above her eyebrow. But of course, you know what I'm saying, people didn't discover that until we went back and watched the tape. I did the round by round breakdown, and people was like, "Oh, okay." But before, people was, "Oh my God, Juliana Velasquez busted up Ilima-Lei Macfarlane. Oh my God, she busted her up. Like, oh God, she beat her down. Like, what? No, that ain't how that happened." And I knew watching that fight that wasn't how that happened. I was like, wait a minute, something just happened, because when it happened, Macfarlane grabbed her nose, and Juliana was like, "I'm sorry," and Ilima was like, "It's fine, let's fight." You know what I'm saying? Like, Ilima-Lei grabbed her nose. But if you ask the MMA community, people who wanted Ilima-Lei to lose that fight so bad, they wanted Ilima-Lei to lose that fight so bad. I don't know why. But I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? So that can kind of like sway the judges, you know? Let's see. She couldn't hold Maida down either. No, she struggled holding Brano Silva down. Yeah, you're right about that now. But you're wrong about the striking. But while Silva landed a few strikes at range, when Montana was using the jab effectively, she was out striking her. Yeah, she was definitely out striking her. The only shots that Brano Silva got off was in the clinch. That was it. That was it. That was literally it. She didn't do nothing at range. Like, she didn't do nothing. Like, if you fight Maida Brano Silva at range, like, you can beat her, because Montana De La Rosa had incredible success against her when she was striking with her at range. Like, De La Rosa was piecing her up, yo. Like, she was piecing Brano Silva up with the jab and the kicks. Like, I'm telling you, like, she landed like 2 teep kicks in a row on Brano Silva, and Brano Silva just marching forward. You know what I'm saying? No defense at all. Like, everything that Montana threw landed on Brano Silva. Like, no head movement, no nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they gave that fight a draw with that point deduction, come on, man, that was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. Like, just like that bullshit decision over at Bellator with Macfarlane versus Velasquez, that was a bullshit decision too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a bullshit decision. Everybody thought that Velasquez caused all of that damage on Macfarlane, and she didn't. Like, she did not cause any of that damage on Macfarlane. Like, except for the fingers going in her nose. She that's what she did. Ilima-Lei had stitches on the inside of her nose, y'all. I mean, not stitches. She had bandages on the inside of her nose. Well, she said she had 2 cuts on the inside of her nose from the fingers of Juliana Velasquez. And then they showed the replay. They showed both replays. They showed her blasting the double leg on Velasquez and her face sliding down the side of the octagon. Then you just see blood squirting out of her face. But people were really like, "Oh my god!" Like, "Oh my god, the damage!" Like, what damage? Like, and when we went back and did the live round by round, I seen McFarlane landed more shots than Velasquez. Velasquez didn't outstrike Ilima-Lei McFarlane in that fight. McFarlane landed more shots than Velasquez. And then the takedowns in rounds 4 and 5, like, come on. Come on, man. There's some bullshit decisions out there in MMA, man. You know, I feel like that's fucked up. You know, I feel like deep down that Ilima-Lei McFarlane knows that she beat Juliana Velasquez, because when I posted that shit on Instagram, she liked it. When I posted that shit on Instagram, McFarlane liked that shit. She knows. I feel like she knows, but she was just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I'll come back and I'll beat her. I'll finish her next time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I kind of feel about it. I feel the same way about that Bueno Silva fight and De La Rosa. Like, did De La Rosa really lose that fight, though? You know what I'm saying? Did she really lose that fight? I mean, you know, so they gave it a draw, but if it wasn't for the point deduction, Montana would have lost that fight. I'm like, come on, man. That's bullshit. That's crazy. That's crazy. But the division opens up, guys, for Manon Fiorot, and it opens up. I mean, it's opening up for Manon Fiorot because of the style of fighter that she is. She's exciting. She's a finisher. They want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to see that. But given what Montana's already done, how long she's been in the UFC, you know what I'm saying? Like, her willingness to, her heart never being finished. You know what I'm saying? Like, her game, her skill set is elevating. Her skill set is evolving. She's showing a well-rounded skill set. Like, Montana De La Rosa is a fucking problem, man. I'm telling y'all. Now people are starting to kind of open. Now people got one eye open. You know what I'm saying, on Montana De La Rosa. You should see the reception across YouTube, guys. Like, what people are saying all across YouTube. Now, you know, Instagram, Twitter, everybody's saying, oh, Montana De La Rosa looked like a fucking problem out there Saturday night. Now everybody's saying it. Now everybody's talking about Montana De La Rosa after they seen her go out there and whoop ass, because they thought this was a mark for Lipski. They thought this was a mark for Ariane Lipski. Listen, guys, I love Ariane Lipski, but from the second that they made this fight, the second that I heard that this fight was being made, it was an automatic L for her, dude. It was and everybody knew that, but everybody likes Lipski, and I get it. The Queen of Violence, Lipski is a very good fighter. I give her that, guys. I don't take anything away from Lipski for losing this fight, because I know how good Montana De La Rosa is. I know how good she is. I've been saying how good she is. It's not a surprise to me. It's a surprise to the MMA community right now. The MMA community, they are surprised at how Montana dominated Ariane Lipski. I'm not surprised. I know this. I've seen this. Okay? I've been telling the world this. For how long now? How long have I been saying that Montana De La Rosa is a real threat? You know what I'm saying? I've been saying it. Marcus Bell in the building. What's up, man? Now you go. Now you look on Twitter. You look at the articles that are being written about it, and everybody's talking about Montana De La Rosa. Oh, she's this. She's this. She's that. She's been that. She's been that. I recognize the skill set from the Ultimate Fighter. I was like, well, this girl can fight. This Montana De La Rosa. Well, she was Montana Stewart back then. Montana Stewart can fight. I noticed that shit. I said, shit, Montana Stewart can fight. But now everybody, oh, Montana showed An excellent. Well, one article said she showed an excellent, well-rounded skill set. I'm like, what? 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 Y'all? Oh, now y'all saying this? Oh, okay. Now y'all recognizing the name Montana De La Rosa. You've seen it enough. I've seen it enough. I've seen it. I've been talking about it. But now everybody jumps on it because they thought that this was a mark for Ariane Lipski. I'm telling you, man. Let's look at these comments. Just because Montana beat up Lipski doesn't mean that she's a problem. Salute. Hey, give me that wrench. Oh man, that man said, "Give him that damn wrench." That man want a wrench. Oh man. All right, Robert Henry, you got a wrench, bro. I just made you a wrench, homie. There, you got your wrench. You got your wish. You now have a wrench on No Filter MMA, my friend. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been telling y'all that. Now everybody, now eyes are gonna be on now. All eyes are on. Well, what's Montana De La Rosa's next move? What's next for Montana? You know what I'm saying? We seeing Montana coming out looking the way she looked against. Listen, I'm telling y'all, this was uh, uh, this was a surprise for a lot of people. Like I said, they thought Montana was a mark. Montana far from a mark, baby. She far from a mark. She far from a mark. I want to see her fight. I want to see her rematch KGB. I want to see her get in there with Antonina Shevchenko. I want to see Montana De La Rosa get in there with. I want to see her knock off Roxanne Modafferi. I think Montana can knock off Modafferi. I think Montana can beat KGB in a rematch. I think Montana De La Rosa can beat Jessica I. It should be one of those matchups should be next for her. I would love to see her fight. I would love to see her for one get into the rankings come tomorrow, and I would love to see De La Rosa versus I being made. De La Rosa versus I. That's the fight. That's the fight. Jessica I versus Montana De La Rosa. That's the fight. Ooh boy, I'm telling you. Is Jessica I fighting anybody? Let me see here. Is Jessica I got a fight booked? I think she does. Does I have a fight book? I'm pretty sure she does. I thought I saw just the other day that Jessica I. Let me look it up. Oh, Jennifer Maya. Oh, 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 oh. Y'all, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, look here, guys. I'm looking. Hold on. I'm looking at something here. I'm looking at Jessica I's record. Damn, Jessica I went on a losing streak. Misha, Juliana, Sarah, Betch, and oh, she lost to Misha in a grappling bout. Okay, she lost 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. She beat Kalinja Ferrier, Jesse Rose Clark, Katlyn Chukagian. She beat Viviane Araujo, and then she's lost to Cynthia Calvillo and Joanne Calderwood. Okay, so she's fighting Jennifer Maya next. I mean, the loser of that, maybe. I would love to see that. No filter, remember, thank you, sir. It took 10 years of making beef video against our YouTube to finally get this rich. I earned it. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm telling y'all, man. And be ready for Jillian Robinson to come out and put a statement on too, man. It ain't just Montana. It's not just statement making season for Montana De La Rosa and Manon Furiat. Jillian Robinson got a statement to make too, guys. Jillian Robinson got a statement to make too. And I feel like Jillian Robinson will fight Liana Jojua next because they both lost to Miranda Maverick. I think that's what'll happen. I think we'll see Liana Jojua versus Jillian Robertson. Um, that's a good fight. That's I mean I'm that's a good fight. That is a good fight. Liana Jojua versus Jillian Robertson. That's a good fight, man. Oof. Why wouldn't Jillian be back no time soon? I'm confused. Um, why wouldn't Jillian be back? Let's see. Let's see how long that is. Oh yeah, she be. Yeah, it goes on. It goes on this month. So like whatever they do, I mean they'll probably make it. They'll probably give her like a 6 month ban retroactive. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's not a big thing. That's not terrible news. Yeah, that's not terrible news, Marcus Bell. Like I forgot that I had read that. Yeah, that's not gonna hold Jillian Robertson back, bro. They'll probably give. I mean April, May. I mean okay, the hearing is in June. What if they do a 6 month retroactive as of April 22nd? Because it started April 22nd. That's when she officially got suspended. So you go back to April 22nd. And that's when she fought. That's when she fought. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October. We could see Jillian Robertson fighting this fall, bro. Like we could see Jillian Robertson fighting this fall. So it ain't like she's gonna be out for a year or something like that. She'll probably get a 6 month retroactive suspension because marijuana is no longer on the UFC banned substance list. Like the UFC embraces marijuana now, so I doubt that that'll be a huge punishment for Jillian Robertson. And plus, she smokes weed before. Like you know what I'm saying? Like which commission is this? Let me see. So she can't fight in Vegas. Like if they kick her out for 6 months, then she can't fight in Vegas. What this is the Nevada Athletic Commission. This ain't the UFC. This is the Nevada Athletic Commission. So she can't fight in Vegas anytime soon. She can fight if they go back to Texas, if they go back to Florida, you know what I'm saying? Like she can fight there. She just can't fight in Nevada until the suspension. She can't fight in Las Vegas until the suspension is up. You gotta know what this means, bro. You gotta know what these things mean. Montana, the problem, Dolores can picture Montana talking like, bro, and my submission's good. I'm talking. You crazy, man. Yeah, this is the Nevada commission. Like Jillian can book a fight and fight next month if it was in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. Or California, wherever they go next. Abu Dhabi, Fight Island. You know what I'm saying? Like she can fight anywhere other than Las Vegas. So once again, like Jillian Robertson versus Liana Jojua could. So, but yeah, you already knew that, but you said Jillian Robinson isn't fighting anytime soon, as if she was out across the board, like it was a UFC anti-doping suspension or something. You talking about a Nevada State Athletic Commission? You talking about them? But Jillian Robinson can fight. She can fight. So yeah, let's not blanket that statement. But yeah, Jojua versus Robinson, I can see them making that fight. Like I said, that is a good fight. That is a good fight. Absolutely. I think I'll make a video on that. Um, that's a good fight. If the fight goes to the ground, Jillian Robinson is going to have to be careful when she's in her position over submission, when she's top controlling somebody like Liana Jojua, because Jojua will throw up an armbar or submission out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So Jillian Robinson would have to be careful taking this fight to the ground because Liana Jojua, man, I'm telling you, her ground game is just as good, if not better, than Jillian Robinson's. Like, that's how dangerous Liana Jojua's ground game is. And she's one of those fighters who's committing to being a well-rounded fighter. She throws a lot of strikes out there. Liana Jojua throws a lot of strikes out there. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of strikes out there. Um, there's a lot of strikes in a fight with Liana Jojua. So she doesn't shy away from that. And Jillian Robinson also striking has looked a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Her striking has looked a lot better. She was landing that straight right hand on Miranda Maverick, man, as to the point where the commentator said something about it. You know what I'm saying? And Jillian Robinson striking looked good against Courtney Casey. I think that's the best showing of Jillian Robinson striking was against Courtney Casey. You know what I'm saying? Like, her striking looked good in that fight. Like, she was in there with Courtney Casey as far as the strikes go. You know what I'm saying? So that's a competitive fight. You know, Jillian Robinson once again is a control, slow, wear down type of fighter on the ground. And then when she has got you broken, she'll submit you. Liana Jojua will throw up a submission. There's two different jujitsus here. You don't really see Jojua doing the position of a submission thing that you see Jillian Robinson do. You see Liana Jojua snatching up quick arm bars as soon as the fight hits the ground. You're already in a position that you can't get out of. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the danger with Jojua. And Jojua will have you thinking about that ground game, and she'll land good strikes on you because that's what Miranda Maverick was thinking about when she went out there against Jojua, because Jojua was landing clean shots on Miranda Maverick, man. Clean, hard shots on Maverick. And I'm like, okay, Jojua, like, she's committing to it. Clarissa talking about Robert Henry. Hey, don't be surprised if Brittany Elkin go out here and submit Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? People not even talking about Brittany Elkin, but Brittany Elkin is a damn veteran. Like, Brittany Elkin is a damn veteran in the game. You think Brittany Elkin give a damn about Clarissa Shields striking? Nah, Brittany Elkin don't give a damn about that. Brittany Elkin don't give a damn about Clarissa Shields striking. Brittany Elkin going out here and taking Clarissa Shields' ass down. Brittany Elkin's taking Clarissa Shields' ass to the ground. You better believe it. You know, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a submission from Brittany Elkin in this fight with Clarissa Shields. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Elkin gets this fight down, and we see a fast submission. So, you know, everybody talking about Clarissa Shields, but I don't know. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I just want to come on and talk a little bit about my girl Montana De La Rosa getting a dominant win out here, making a statement to the rest of this division. Listen, guys, you better beware. Better beware. But I am gonna talk more about that Jennifer Maia Jessica Eye fight. That's a good damn fight. Like, that's a fight. Like, Jessica Eye versus Jennifer Maia. That's a fight, man. And Jennifer Maia can bang. Like, Jennifer Maia can bang. Stay. Jacob said stay. What's up, my boy Jacob Janoski from Bloody Canvas MMA and the CEO of Throwing Hands Podcast. My boy Jacob Janoski is in the building. WMMA scene. I always wind up coming at the end. I mean, shit, if y'all want to talk a little bit more, we can talk a little bit more. Let me go. Listen, I'm eating frozen pizza tonight, guys. So since y'all want to talk, damn it, let me go put my pizza in the oven. All right, let me do that. Hell, y'all want to talk, we can talk. Y'all already know I'm talking about the dominance of Montana De La Rosa Saturday night. Y'all already know, like, you know, I want to see Montana in there with Jessica I want to see Montana in there with you know what I'm saying. I want to see her rematch KGB. I want to see her get a win over Antonina Shevchenko. You know what I'm saying? Like, and possibly, Antonina Shevchenko could be Montana De La Rosa's next fight because they both beat Ariane Lipsky, just like uh, Joe Jewell. That's why I'm saying that Joe Jewell could be Jillian Robinson's next opponent because Jillian Robinson and Joe Jewell both lost to Miranda Maverick. So it makes sense. The UFC does that. Like, they do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll make matchups like that. People who just lost, people who lost to the same. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Give me just a second. Damn maintenance man that came in. Y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. The maintenance man is here. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So what I was saying was, you know, let's see. Let me look here. Oh, WMMA scene now coming in with the flex, saying that looked Montana looked fantastic. Woo wee! I like it, man. I like it. I love it. Tabitha Ricci reached her goal Saturday, getting to the UFC. Yeah, and sometimes these girls have to take that. You know what I'm saying? These girls have to take that L sometimes, you know what I'm saying, to get where they want to be. Girls like Yana Kunitskaya. Yana took that L. You know what I'm saying? Against Cyborg. Yana took that L. Let's see who else took them L's to get into the UFC. Let me think. What's the girl that fought? The girl that fought Lauren Murphy. She took that L. What was her name? Somebody give me her name. Uh, what was that girl's name that Lauren Murphy? That she took that fight with Lauren Murphy on short notice. Um, she took that L. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls take them L's, man. Like, Hannah Cyphers took some L's to stay in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. But Tabitha Ricci, she got in. She got in. It's up to what you're gonna do afterwards. You know what I'm saying? It's what you're gonna do afterwards. After you get in. This is what really matters. You know what I'm saying? Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont took that L to get into the UFC. Dumont took that L. Dumont, and look at where Dumont's at right now. Look at where Norma Dumont is at right now. You know, Marcus Bell. Now you can't be hating, man. Montana just looked good. Period. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, WMMA scene for sure. But Norma took that L. She came in, took that L. It is what it is. Some Liana Jojua. Jojua took that L. Came in and fought Sarah Morris, who missed weight, looked like a damn featherweight in there. You know what I'm saying? Poor little Liana Jojua just got swarmed by by Sarah Morris. You know what I'm saying? I mean, took that L, but where's she at? She's in the UFC with a highlight reel victory so far and a highlight reel loss. But the highlight reel victory, um, Yeah, Lilia Shakarova. Yeah, that was her name. Yeah, Shakarova. She took that. Priscilla Caswada took that L. Who can forget Priscilla Caswada? Caswada took that motherfucking L in there against Valentina Shevchenko, but Caswada believed she could win that fight. That's all that matters. Tabitha Ricci believed that she could win that fight against Manon Fiorot, and she went balls to the wall. Shit, my hat goes off. My hat goes off to Tabitha Ricci because she knew she was going to. I mean, we all knew she was going to take that L, but she didn't shy away from Manon Fiorot. Nothing. She went in there balls to the wall. You know what I'm saying? So, these people get in, these girls get into the UFC and they take the L's. They take the L's, but they there. They there. You know what I'm saying? So, um, at this point, it just is what it is. But I think Montana deserves, based off of her body of work and what she's done and her stats in the UFC, you know what I'm saying, and her time in the UFC and her number of fights and her number of victories, you know what I'm saying, in the UFC, I think she should get a fight. She should get like a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Give her a fight. Give her the loser of I versus Jessica I versus Jennifer Maia. Give her the loser of that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, give her Antonina Shevchenko. She needs a big name. I feel like she needs a bigger name than Ariane Lipski. You know what I'm saying? So I think she looked good, and I think she looked like a damn problem in there with what she showed us the other night. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Manon Fiorot deserves to get that top 15 opponent that she asked for. She's done with it. She faced who the UFC's put in front of her. These girls face who they get. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I can understand if Montana is choosing her fights, and she chose Nadia Kassem. She chose Mara Romero Barella. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love Lipsky too. Like, I still think Lipsky is very dangerous, but Lipsky gotta. I can think that all day, but Lipsky gotta get that ground game together. You know what I'm saying? The word about Montana was, you know, she can't strike. Well, we can't say that anymore. You know what I'm saying? We can't say that anymore about Montana. But Lipsky got to get that ground game together, man. She'll lose every time. She'll lose every time she don't get that ground game where it's supposed to be, because it's supposed to be somewhere at this point. When we've seen her get taken down by Antonina, like, woo, Antonina Shevchenko took Lipsky down and dominated her. Like, when you see that, that's terrible. And I think we would see the same thing if Montana fought. If Montana fought Antonina, she would take her down. She would take her down and she would dominate her on the ground. That's why it made sense to me that Antonina turned down that fight with Jillian Robertson. You know what I'm saying? Lipsky didn't want to fight Robertson either. So, I mean, it is what it is. At one point, Jillian had a hard time when Jillian went on that streak. Jillian had a hard time getting a fight. I think Macy Barber was the one who took the fight. You know what I'm saying? Macy Barber actually said yes to Jillian because Lipsky had turned her down. So many girls had turned down Jillian Robertson as well. So many girls have turned down Manon Fiorot. So many girls have turned down Jennifer Maia. So, that's the thing at 125. There's a lot of girls who turn down fights. That's the thing about 125. Girls feel like at 125 that they have the luxury to turn down to turn down fights because there's so many fighters. Like, 125 is not thin anymore. At one point, it was a thin division. It's not thin anymore. Like, 125 is not thin anymore. You know, it's a thick division now. 125 is thick now. So, but I don't know what it is about these flyweights, man. But a lot of these girls are turning down fights. Chukagian turns down fights. But now you got girls like Calvillo who ain't gonna turn down fights. You got girls like Alexa Grasso who ain't gonna turn down fights. You got girls like Jessica Andrade that ain't gonna turn down fights. You got girls like Manon Fiorot that ain't gonna turn down fights. Liana Jojua that ain't gonna turn down fights. You know what I'm saying? Jillian Robertson, De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? You got girls that ain't gonna turn down fights versus the Roxannes. You know what I'm saying? The Lauren Murphys. You know what I'm saying? Those girls turn down fights. Chukagian. They turn down fights. Jennifer Maia don't turn down fights. Valentina Shevchenko don't turn down fights. Antonina Shevchenko turns down fights. You know what I'm saying? So, who are the real fighters here when you're looking at the landscape of 125? You know what I'm saying? Who are the real fighters? Who are the hungry fighters here? You know? Oh yeah, for sure. As far as depth, WMMA scene, absolutely. No, absolutely, combo. Miranda Maverick ain't turning down fights. Miranda Maverick is not turning down fights. She's taking on some of the most dangerous opponents at 125. She's beaten two of the best submission grapplers at 125. You know what I'm saying? Liana Jojua is a submission expert. Jillian Robinson is just a grappling expert. You know what I'm saying? She's taking them both out. Macy Barber ain't turning down no fights at 125. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only people that's turning down fights are the Lauren Murphys, are the Roxanne Modafferi, are the Katlyn Chookagians. Those are the girls that's turning down fights. Those the ones out here ducking fades. Antonina Shevchenko. Faye Ducker. Okay? So, I mean, it just is what it is. Yeah, man. Like, 125 is getting thick. It's getting thick, man. And the whole moniker of, these girls ain't no competition for Valentina at 125. That shit need to go out the window, man. You can ball that shit up and throw that shit out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can throw that away because that no longer applies. People still talking about flyweight like it's right off of the Ultimate Fighter, like right off of that season of Tough. People still talk about flyweight like it's right after Nico got stripped of the belt. You know what I'm saying? That's how people still referring to flyweight, and I'm like, y'all gotta quit referring to flyweight like that because flyweight is not close to that anymore. Flyweight is a damn Shark Tank. Taylor Santos ain't turning down no smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you can hell. I keep forgetting about Taylor Santos. Shit. And then people still, the only people that don't want to fight Valentina is Lauren Murphy, Roxanne Modafferi, Andrea Lee. You know what I'm saying? Them the girls that don't want to fight Valentina Shevchenko. Everybody else want a piece of Valentina. Jennifer Maia wanted a piece of Valentina. Jillian Robinson want a piece. Manon Fiorot want a piece. Montana De La Rosa want a piece. Alexa Grasso want a piece. You know what I'm saying? Them girls want a piece of Valentina Shevchenko. Telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. Telling y'all, man. Flyweight has a lot of guts. We need more brains, though. Yeah, we do need more brains, and they gonna get there, bro. But you know what I'm saying? It's girl. Them girls want a piece of Valentina Shevchenko. The only people out here ducking that fade is Lauren Murphy, is Roxanne Modafferi. Them people. They don't want that smoke. They don't want to deal with that because they can't deal with that. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel about 125, man. That's how I feel about 125. I think 125 with people like Maverick, people like Fiorot coming in, they making it interesting at 125. They're making it very those two fighters in Taylor Santos, you know what I'm saying? Manon, Maverick, and Santos. It's a reason why people keep putting them in the same little group, you know what I'm saying? Because them three right there, they leading it. They leading the pack. They a step ahead of Montana. They're a step ahead of Jillian. You know what I'm saying? Because they've defeated those girls. You know, Jillian Robinson has been beat by 2 out of 3 of those girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, Taylor Santos gonna be hell to deal with for anybody. Miranda Maverick gonna be hell to deal with for anybody. Manon Fury, oh goddamn, Manon Fiorot is gonna be hell for anybody to deal with. Nah, man, Lauren Murphy just get on my nerves, man. Lauren Murphy. I just can't deal with Lauren Murphy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody, she's playing that sympathy card. Everybody talking about, oh, but Lauren Murphy had the opportunity to call out Valentina, and she did not do it. Now, it is what it is. Lauren Murphy had the opportunity, and so did Roxanne Modafferi. When Roxanne Modafferi upset that win over Macy Barber, she should have called out Valentina Shevchenko. It is what it is. She should have called out Valentina Shevchenko, and she didn't. So, I mean, it just is what it is as far as Lauren Murphy. Like Lauren Murphy had the, Roxanne Modafferi had the chance to go in there and call out Valentina Shevchenko, and she didn't. She did not do it. So it is what it is. But the whole, you know what I'm saying? Nobody want to fight Valentina. Y'all need to quit saying that shit. At this point, if Lauren Murphy wins, she gets her shot at Valentina. But screw that. JoJo needs to beat Patty. True. I'm not saying stop though, BJ. Oh, oh man. No, I'm gonna leave Lauren Murphy alone, man. I like Lauren Murphy, man. I do. Who is who is this Patty person that JoJo was fighting? Like, who is JoJo Calderwood fighting? Like, this better not be no random. Like, I seen it, but I didn't. JoJo Calderwood. Let me look and see what her next fight is. Let me look and see who she fighting. It better not be no bullshit, man. Y'all calling. Y'all so stupid. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all are so stupid. Y'all really are stupid, man. Like, y'all really stupid, man. y'all, y'all calling. Y'all calling Lauren Murphy Pat. What, what am I missing here? Like, what am I missing? Somebody please tell me what I'm missing. That's funny, man. Y'all calling her Patty. Like, y'all wild for that. Y'all real wild for that. That's funny though. Um, Patty. you know, I think Joanne got to do something though, man. Like Joanne Calderwood got to show that she was the rightful person that should have been fighting for that belt. Like Joanne Calderwood she got some making up to do, man. She do. She do. She got some making up to do because she lost that fight to Jennifer Maia. Jennifer Maia wasn't playing with her ass in there. Like Jennifer Maia was not playing with Joanne Calderwood ass in that damn octagon that night. Let me tell you that. I just can't get over that. Didn't she win? Didn't she got a win since then? But I'm telling you, man, that ass whooping that Jennifer Maia put on her, Joanne, whoo, oof. She got to make up to us, man. She got to make up to us. She got to get us believing in her again. And a win over Lauren Murphy will do it too. And if Lauren Murphy lose, she's gonna be looking crazy as hell. She's gonna be looking crazy as hell because she should have took the opportunity when she had it. She had it in her hand too. So it is what it is. But yeah, y'all, I'm getting off here. I appreciate y'all coming on. The chat section was dope as always, guys. You know how we do. Just do your boy a favor and please smash that like button. I'm getting out of here, guys. I got dinner to eat. You guys have been. Barb won't have a choice to buy 5 out of 10 and she beats JoJo. Yeah, she can't run from it then. She can't run from it then. Yeah, like Lauren Murphy can't run from it. She would have to. She would have to fight. She would have to fight at that point because she's the rightful person. Um, she was the rightful person. She's been talking about it, and now when the fight lines up, she can't run from it. You know what I'm saying? Like she keep talking about she want to fight for the title, but we gotta see it. We gotta see her beat Joanne Calderwood. All right, enjoy that frozen. Yeah, man, them Tostinos frozen pizzas, them things are bomb. They bomb. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting off here. I appreciate you guys coming on. Of course, hit that like button, hit that dislike button if you didn't give a damn what we was talking about. And this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Subscribe.